What's going on, everybody? Let me. I'm gonna follow along here too. If you don't mind. Here, I'm gonna quickly grab.
I gotta do the buttons.
Yeah, I want
to. Things.
Yeah, click the things and hit the stuff.
Oh.
Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. We got a really special guest. We got my man Jesse here. Jesse, say what's up, everybody.
Yo, what's good, everybody?
He is. Man, he's got a lot of stuff going on, and we're gonna get to him in just a second.
Yeah, maybe an hour or so from now.
At least an hour or so from now, we're gonna talk to him, maybe get him 3-4 questions, and out the door he goes.
We just make him sit here and watch us do a podcast. He's not allowed to talk at all. We have a live audience today.
Yeah, that's right. We expect you to laugh at every joke. So, no, welcome to the show, guys. If you haven't joined us before, we go live every week, Monday and Thursday at 4 p.m., and then we go live Thursday as well, same time, 4 p.m. If you haven't started the show before, we do everything, man. We cover weird news. We cover funny stories. We like to play some games, some trivia. Basically, what we like to do is we like to give you guys a break from the normal hubbub of the mainstream media, which just gives you negative crap. That's me. Just gives you negative crap and kind of just COVID information right now is all you're getting. So,
it's weird.
Yeah, that's weird. All right, let's go ahead and jump in the show, though. We got any shout-outs today, man? We got a bunch. We got some good shout-outs.
Yeah, we had none, and then all of a sudden, it just, started pouring in.
Overnight, we got
So I got first, I'm going to shout out my friend Stacy.
Stacy. Oh,
Mom Bod. She's already in the chat. Already said, what's up to Jesse. She's out here pumping it out.
Yeah, she's actually been phenomenal. Stacy, I really, bottom of my heart, really appreciate some of the shares and everything. It's you got your own graphics. I mean, really, you're ahead and above. A really great listener.
I got to, take classes from her or something. I'm out of, graphics.
Actually, really great support. Really great support, so I appreciate that. So,
who else we got? We got somebody big today.
Yeah, we actually do got a shout. We only got a shout out because our moderator here in the chat has been great for us. He's always very, very supportive, and he just got himself from merch in the mail. We got him a moderator hat. We got him a Two Dumb Idiots mug. So he is going to moderate this chat in style. If you guys say anything wildly inappropriate, you get the boot. That's how
the band hammer.
The band hammer. So you're getting the boot.
We will not ask you what is in the cup.
No, we will not.
Because that is not how we roll.
That's not our business. But anyway, let's get started here. Oh, Jesse, you got some shout-outs as well, man. Go ahead and shout out your crew as well, man. Jesse, you got some shout-outs.
All right, I want to give a shout out to my team that I'm in. It's called Physique Inc. And that's what the team that pretty much saved me and just got me fit and has been there since day one.
Oh, so I didn't actually know that. You actually joined a team to start from. Oh, okay, so that's kind of cool.
I really feel like they should be called Fizz Inc. Like Fizz Inc. I don't know. I love puns. That's my life.
Hit them up. Change the whole thing.
Yeah.
Start.
Hey, change it up.
Yeah, where's that button? Where's that button?
Copyright.
I'll make sure it's the button.
I got you. Light up. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Got you.
Copyright.
All right, boom. There you just copyright. Now you're all set. All right, good. We're all set. All right. So today, like I said, we have a nice special guest, but we're going to start with at least a kind of a funny story. We always like to start the show positive, so we're going to start with a goofy little story that you had. Yeah. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Yes.
There's a tragedy happening in the United States of America.
What is that?
There is a shortage of pepperoni.
Right now.
We
need to sound the air horns when we do
I think you meant like an air raid siren.
That's all we got.
I think we had one of those at one point. We got rid of it.
We did. We got rid of it. That's all we got right now. So the fart doesn't really make sense right there. But
boom.
There it is.
For those that don't believe that this is like a real thing.
Pepperoni shortage. Now, actually, ironically, the only reason we started with this because Jesse came in yesterday, said it was his cheat meal, said he ordered a pepperoni pizza and actually thought it was suspect. So this is
so mad.
This is legitimately what it looked like. You said there was a couple pieces that didn't have pepperoni in it at all.
One slap piece of pepperoni on one of them. It's like, what are you doing? You give me a large pizza with 20 pepperoni.
That's not
enough.
We do have some people here that actually deliver pizza as well. Somebody tell me that thing deserves to be sent back to the store. That is an example of go home and try this shit again because that is not a pizza.
It literally looks like somebody just walked by casually, threw some pepperonis over their shoulder, and whatever landed on the pizza. That's what you get.
Yeah, somebody said send that shit back because that thing needs to go back. That's not a real pizza. So, yeah, pepperoni shortage. He tried to have a cheat meal and get the fuck out.
Yeah, you try to cheat, and they don't even give you enough cheat food.
Exactly.
That's
you
weak.
gave me cheese and bread.
It's like...
Yeah.
You want cheese bread, you get cheese bread.
That's right. But yeah, we just thought that was funny. It was ironic that we were laughing about a pepperoni shortage, and here alone, our guest had just tried to eat pepperoni pizza and got shut down with it. So, before we get going, we're gonna have a little fun game with him to start the show. But before we get going, introduce yourself, Jess. Maybe tell people where they can find you. You personal train. Jesse has been in physique competitions, but me and him used to bartend together. Great guy. Maybe shout out your social media where people can find you, man.
Everyone, so yeah, I'm a personal trainer and I'm a bartender as well, but obviously with this whole crazy thing, I'm not bartending right now. So yeah, just follow me on Instagram. It's called Mr. Savage with 2 underscores, and it has all my fitness stuff on there. And DM me if you guys need to get fit and just get it going.
Yeah, give us some advice. You can walk people through. And honestly, right now, you'll probably be even doing some virtual training at some point.
Oh yeah, I've been doing a lot of virtual training, like live on Instagram.
Cool.
So was Mr. Savage with 1 underscore already taken?
It was.
Actually, I don't know if 1 underscore, but definitely Mr. Savage is taken.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah, because I thought it was only 1, and I did 1. Yours popped right up. So
It's so funny that that guy, Mr. Savage, I get tagged on all the time. The Fortnite guy, right?
Yeah, he's a
And I'm
Fortnite player.
Then I got on this chat with people from England and thought it was me, and I was lying. They said, no, it's you. I'm like, okay, it's me.
Yeah.
And they just follow me.
well, so what are your thoughts on this whole Fortnite ban?
Yeah. Any information?
What? They're bad? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Oh,
Why?
they're banning it from phones.
Oh, from phone.
Yeah.
All phones, for, Apple Store and the Google Play Store, because they tried to work their way around Apple and Google taking their money.
Nothing to do with the game itself. If you want to buy Fortnite or get Fortnite from their store, Apple Store or whatever, even the Android store, you have to go through their purchasing thing. Well, now they've introduced it. They just slid in an update without anybody noticing. You can now get Fortnite and all that stuff through their own purchases, and it has nothing to do with Apple, and that's illegal to the contract. You can't go into like have a game in Apple Store and then you have to pay through it separately with not the Apple Store.
Because
Right?
Apple takes 30%.
That's correct, 30%.
Insane, especially Fortnite's huge. I've never played it.
Yeah. So do you ever get confused for the guy from MythBusters, Adam Savage?
No, never.
That's Mr. Savage? I don't know. You know,
Hey.
Mr. Savage to you.
Rob's in the DJ City, what's up, man? Welcome to the chat. And my dad wants to know if round is considered sculpted. Yes.
If it's out of marble,
Yeah.
it is quite difficult to do round.
If it's a perfect round,
Yeah.
then I think you get
Those Costa Rican like round circle rocks, like those are big
so
big deals.
I think that counts.
So we wanted to start. We like to start off with something fun.
Yeah, for sure.
So we didn't really tell you this was going to happen. So I hope you're ready. But I created a game that we often play here called Fake or Real. Now the game is muscles. I'm going to give you.
real?
Is it fake? All right.
I'm going to give you a muscle, and you have to tell me if it's real.
Okay.
And then if for bonus points, you can tell me where that muscle is.
All right.
But
But some of them are just gonna be completely made up. And
some are
That's
just
what I do with my clients. I'm like, get that weird muscle. Oh, I can feel it burn.
yeah, I can feel it.
that's the perfect one.
Their fucking
Oh yes, actually one of our listeners, DJ City, is his birthday today. So shout out Rob, happy birthday, brother.
Hey.
Happy birthday, man.
happy birthday.
Yeah,
It is. I shot him out this morning on the Facebook.
on the old Facebook.
All right, the Stapedius.
Whoa,
Man, that sounds like it would be on your lower back.
is it real or is it fake though?
Yeah, that's it.
Stapedius?
Yeah, Stapedius.
Sounds like encyclopedia.
That's actually fake.
That's real, bro. Smallest muscle in the body. It's in your ear.
What?
It's hard to work out.
I can't work that out.
Q-tips, man. You got to get them in there.
Those wet willy workouts.
All right. The anterior mantilis.
Whoa. That sounds like an animal. Mantilius, dude.
Mantilia.
Yeah, so Africa's filled with Mantilius.
That one has to be fake.
It is fake.
Oh, wow.
I knew it.
Yeah, all right. I actually give you credit, Lamb. Both of these sound incredibly real. I don't know which one. I mean, one was real, one was fake.
Yeah.
So I'm impressed already.
All right. This is an easy one. The rectus abdominis.
No
Sound-
way. That has to be fake.
That's real, bro.
Oh,
That's in
my
your abs.
God.
Attaches to your legs.
What? Okay.
Kind of wraps down there in the rectum.
I actually
Wraps
was gonna
around.
it sounded so real that I thought it had to be fake. That's actually why.
I was like, there's no way that's a real name for that.
I know. That's why I grabbed it. I was like, rectus.
So wait a minute. I'm just for a second. Pause. There's a muscle in my ear.
Yeah.
I feel like, and does this sound dumb? I feel like you can, almost every other muscle you can, I guess the heart's a muscle, you can't really have any control over
Well,
that.
you know that thing like when you kind of pop your own ears?
Yeah.
You can
That's
kind
it?
of.
That's
Yeah.
it?
Oh, really?
So like this?
I think so. Yeah.
Like that,
Yeah,
the whole nose?
I think so.
I always heard that's terrible for you.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Start working it
All
out.
right. The vasterius.
The Vasteria sounds like a dope new club, dude. that should be the club, dude. You guys been to the Visterius? Dude, what is it? I don't know. It's just a mystery in
It's
there.
wild.
It gets really weird in there.
It's very mysterious.
You walk in without a shirt and you go back with a shirt on.
Yeah. It's like a reverse shirt.
a reverse shirt, yeah.
club. They put people
They put
clothes on you.
Yeah.
Do you have pants on, Circuit?
Actually, I think that's fake.
That is fake.
Oh, you are on a hot roll right now. I'll give you that, man. I like starting the show on a quiz here, man. It's getting my brain working already.
All right.
Hey, we got some new people welcome in there. I see some people trickling in here, so I appreciate that, guys. Welcome on in, guys. I know we try and start on time ish. So if you roll in on time ish, I'm cool with that as well.
Yeah, feel free to join in the chat whether you think these are fake or real.
Yeah, if you guys know anything that I don't, please do it in the chat.
All right, the posterior plantar tensor.
That is fake.
That is fake.
I
my
knew it.
God.
It's too long. It's too long.
I actually 100% was going to say real because I know like plantar starts a
Yeah.
lot of real muscles. So I
Yeah,
thought for sure
I
he was going to go. All right, but I'll give you a little bit of horn action.
All right, he's doing well.
Yeah,
he's
you
doing
are
well.
doing well. Yeah, I like it.
The soleus.
Sounds like solar
I think
plexus.
that's real.
But where is it though?
Just feet.
Oh, I like.
Close.
Why
close.
else? I like
It is real.
Okay, it is real.
It's in your calf.
What?
It's like that
All
deep
right.
muscle in the calf that's really hard to stretch.
Deep,
Deep.
super deep.
The erector pili.
You do not.
Actually, I know where that is.
You don't want to
That's
break that.
literally deep inside your butt.
That's 100% true.
No. But are we going real or fake?
That is real.
That is real.
You do not want to break your erector, dude. I'm 100% sure.
Actually, your erector pili is in your skin. It is the muscle that makes your hair stand up.
Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna give a fart and a drum for that. Just
What if
you
you
know
have
what I mean?
no hair? What does it lift?
Yeah, that's true.
Still just tightens the skin, keeps out the cold.
I think you turn like spikes actually start. To
Yeah.
come out.
So yeah.
Wolverine action.
Wolverine.
All right, the thoracic spinatus.
Whoa.
That sounds like it would be real.
That is fake.
Oh damn! That's also the name of a dinosaur as well.
How about the supraspinatus?
Whoa.
Oh, it sounds like a car.
Yeah, I
It
know.
does.
Toyota supraspinatus.
Super spinatus. That is real.
That is real.
Oh damn, dude! You were actually on a hot streak right now.
Very important muscle.
I
Actually,
would
very
say you-
difficult. It's the
what is
muscle
he,
that
like-
lifts your arm out to the side.
Oh,
Super important.
like those shoulder raises.
But
kinda.
only out to the side, not forward.
Oh, okay.
That's different.
Like this one.
Yeah.
Probably muscle right here.
Yeah.
Probably inside your armpit somewhere.
Yeah, it's
deep in your armpit.
actually super tough to stretch.
Like
too.
usually like 10, 20 feet deep in your armpit.
Yeah, you can't
All
even see it.
right. How about the popliteus?
Yo, that sounds like the dopest party, dude.
Pop Lydia's.
It's pop and it's lit, dude.
Shit, it better pop. It probably
Yeah.
pops if you don't stretch. I want to say it's fake.
That is real. It is deep inside your knee.
Ooh.
Me, I don't think I have that.
I know. Most of us probably don't.
Somebody just shouted you out in the chat there, old Heck X. I don't know who that is, but somebody give me a
Oh,
little shout out
hey,
there. Yeah. What's up? Welcome to the chat, guys. If you haven't hit
Oh,
that,
yeah, followed.
yeah. Oh yeah, they already hit. They already hit
They,
that follow.
they followed earlier.
All right, Hex. Appreciate that follow, man. Appreciate that.
All right, the mandibular extensor muscle.
One more time, dude. Hold on, one more time.
The mandibular extensor muscle.
All right, hold on. Take a second, Jesse. Think about that.
I
Is
think I know what that is.
All right,
and
but-
it's real.
Answer the question.
Wrong. I made that up.
I already knew where it was gonna
Oh,
be too.
come
In
on.
the jaw. You think it's in the jaw, but no.
Where
made
is
it
it?
up. I made it
Oh,
up.
you
It's
made
fake.
it.
I don't know.
I made it. But where is it though?
It would be in your jaw.
Okay, that's
It's
what you were
mandibular. I went with these real words.
Give me something, dude. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, last one.
Last one.
Quadratus lumborum.
That is.
Laboredom. Hold on, give me a second. Let me think on that.
What is the name again?
Quadratus lumborum.
Probably my favorite muscle.
Is actually fake.
That is real.
All right.
That is attached to your floating ribs.
Whoa. See,
in there,
no,
those
right.
intercostal muscles.
Sorry, you get a fart noise, Jess.
Did
Lance-
really well, actually.
Yeah, I would say you went like 8 out of 11 or something like that if I had to just make a number off the top of my head.
we'll give you a passing grade on that for sure.
100%.
I will say I am at a slight advantage on this one.
Why is that?
Because I did go to school for physical education and kinesiology.
They study that a little bit.
So we study muscles. So like, I actually like made up muscles based on like real
what
terms.
Well, he's doing physical training. I don't know.
You're not gonna. Most of these
Yeah.
aren't unless you're getting into like Olympic level, like super specific training for like
sports
a
training or
sport, like kayaking. They need to focus
Certain
on
movements,
something
yeah.
this specific. But other than that, you're not. Yeah, Paul. I get rare opportunities to brag about my physical education degree. I'm sorry that I took this opportunity to brag about it.
the first brag of the physical education.
I know.
I'll give you one.
Relax.
All right.
It's not often I get to use it. Pull this one out at parties.
Yeah, Yeah, he might be a doctor and he might be a dentist, but what do you got on the PE teacher? Come on, ladies. Do it now. Let's go. All right.
All right.
All right.
So that was a lot of fun.
That
But
was
you
fun.
did really well.
You actually did pretty well, especially because I legitimately would have guessed real on at least 80% of this. So, very, very well done. All right. So we want to kind of loosen up, start the podcast with that, have a little fun. But we don't bring a guest on the show not to kind of interview them. I think the one thing that I really enjoy about having people on the show is everybody has such a different experience in this world in general. But you bring somebody on and you ask about something that they truly are passionate about. And they kind of usually always ends up opening doors. And I think I told you we had a buddy George on. We've had his buddy Sean on who did TikTok. I have learned so much from having people on the show that it's almost become one of my favorite segments is having somebody here to kind of pick their brain on. So obviously, Jesse's into one thing. Riding motorcycles. So, Jesse is, like I said, physical training. So we're going to talk about that a little bit, but that is not the only thing he does. He has plans of opening a restaurant, and he's got a lot of secrets to what he does.
Got
We
some
have
dance videos coming out.
Yeah, we got some dance videos coming out. That's right.
He's going to be a new TikTok star.
He started his own oven mitt glove. It's on sale.
Yeah, it's like a half glove, half mitten. It's weird.
You can use it to work out or take something out of the oven. Yeah. So he's a multifaceted tool, Swiss Army knife of everything. So we're gonna ask him some questions today, have a little conversation with him, just kind of pick his brain. Let's just start with first things first, man. Everybody's sitting at home. Everybody, I would say 80-90% of people don't have a gym they can go to now. If they do, they have to wear a mask. In your opinion, if somebody has just the goal of being in moderate shape, nothing should change from working out at home, right?
No, for sure, nothing. Like you have enough stuff at home to be fit.
Fit, okay.
Just body weight. You can do a lot of body weight and get to where you want to be.
If you want to raise the bar higher, though, like if you're somebody that's competing, do you think the gym at a certain point becomes necessary?
Oh, definitely.
Necessary.
Okay.
I mean, people always tell stories about like, what's that?
Herschel Walker.
Yes.
He's like, I did 1,000 push-ups every day for my like.
He's just yoked, right?
Yeah.
Like he's just big for no reason. But that's more genetics, would you say?
Yeah.
Right?
And I'm sure he lifted some type of weights, but he did a lot of those push-ups too.
Okay.
Well, he claimed he never lifted weights in life. That's what he claimed.
That's what he claimed. He claimed he did like 1,000 push-ups every day, like like 2,000 sit-ups, like like
just
100.
the amount of time it would take to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
like even if you're good at push-ups, like if
1,000 push-ups takes a long time.
Yeah.
a long
I
time.
mean, you got to be like an hour of push-ups.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're physical training people. And that's something that you want to get into more right now.
Yeah, right now I'm doing that a lot more, especially with all this happening.
Okay, and that's something that if we can actually show on the screen, I'd actually like to show people this. Jesse actually started in a very similar situation we've all been, where life is kind of taken over, and maybe we drink too much, or we eat too much, or we party too much, or we just have kids, or whatever people do. And he fell off a little bit earlier in his life, and so he actually has a really kind of fun transformation picture. That is just a guy we took a picture of on the beach, and to the left is Jesse.
As you can see, they have different tattoos, so they're obviously different people.
Oh yeah, you do have a.
It's reverse. It's a mirror reverse.
Oh, that did mess with me too, bro.
You're like, it's all fake.
I was like, dude, are you real? I was starting to have my own doubts here. Okay, so that's actually pretty funny. Okay, so yeah, so you did actually start as kind of a beer drinking guy. What was the very first time that you thought something's got to change?
As soon as I start getting out of breath really, really fast.
Okay.
Like just everyday tying my shoes, like doing anything, it was getting hard, and it was kind of embarrassing.
That's
like imagine going to someo's house and you're like putting your shoe on.
Yeah.
You're like, man, I'm fat. I got to do something about this.
No,
and
it's
it just clicked.
super true, actually. I mean, I've been out of shape before, and there's really something very real about the shoe tying. I remember being out of shape and reaching out to tie your shoe, like, this seems like a lot of work today. Yeah.
So I started buying slippers only.
Yeah, just nothing but slides, baby.
So I think there's something really real to that. I mean, even Kevin James, the comedian, has a bit about. He said, "I just want to lose enough weight so when I brush my teeth, my stomach doesn't jiggle." But I don't know if that's really.
I don't know.
I feel like anybody's stomach jiggle.
Pretty sure at some point.
Yeah.
It's everybody.
So okay, so we can cut out of that, but that is something. If you want to show the other one too.
Yeah, I got to show the other.
So this is something that has taken you. Let me also preface this by saying this is not a year transformation. This isn't a 2-year transformation.
6 weeks.
It's actually, I think it was when I went to sleep. I was on the one on the right, and I woke up. It was
It's like those 6-week better body beach body system right here.
That's it. You woke up one day and were just like,
now.
do it now. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
I
for real,
skipped dinner.
Skip dinner. Yeah.
Went to bed.
Go to sleep in that sauna suit for 4 days.
Just 8 roids. Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Okay, so for real, what's the difference there year-wise?
That one is at least I say 6 years because on the right one I didn't meet my coach yet.
Okay.
It was just me kind of like trying to get into it, but I had no idea.
Okay.
It was like when you go to the gym, just like looking around, like what the fuck do I do?
Yeah,
Just
for
lift
sure.
Anything. I was just lifting weights, and
Yeah.
but I didn't change my lifestyle.
Okay.
Changing. You can go to the gym, but if your lifestyle is not changed, you're not going to change. You'll get stronger, but you know what I mean. You're not
What do
going to look better.
what do you mean by that? Expound on that. So like, let's say I'm somebody that you mean. I mean, you're not saying like change jobs, obviously. You mean like eating habits and things like that. Do you believe that? Because I think there's a really common belief that people think if they go to the gym 3-4 times a week, that kind of excuses them to eat what they want.
That's definitely not right.
Definitely not right.
People think that I can eat whatever I want. No, the pizza I ate yesterday, I'm not gonna have pizza for the next 2 months.
Yeah. So that was like it.
Yeah, that's it. That was just and they skipped me on fucking pepperoni. But
So I do think you have earned at least like a semi-cheat meal of like some pepperoni slices.
yeah, I'm gonna go
Between
back to
now, just like maybe a pepperoni stick
Yeah,
and just
pepperoni
eat
stick and then I'm
it.
good.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, something we talked about off air, which is that, I'm in the process of trying to eat healthy at this house. Hey, thank you for the follow, guys. That kind of just like lets people know you can also change those too. So me and Lamb are gonna have to change to do something cool with it. Maybe just get Arnold's voice or something. That'd be really great.
Just us flexing.
Yeah, that's right. Just us flexing.
Hey, another one.
Hey, Fatal, appreciate the follow, man. Appreciate that. Tell them you can't outwork a bad diet. That's okay. So there you go. So somebody's exactly saying that, exactly what you're saying.
I'm feeling this person knows you, buddy.
Yeah, I do have I do have that same feeling too. Just you're savage, and this guy's name is Fatal, so I just assume you guys are just banging.
Fatally savage.
Yeah, he's probably waiting outside to beat your ass. No, okay, so
It's like a buddy cop movie.
you can't outwork a bad diet. I truly believe that. But one of the things we also talked about is it's hard to make those changes, right? Like to your diet.
yeah.
If you meet somebody and they're out of shape and they're not doing well, what's something that somebody can immediately start to do? Some things they can cut out right away.
Like the first
Lean in
thing-
here too, because it is kind of like
when I tell people like right away what they do is you can't throw them into like the deep end right away.
Right.
They're gonna quit. They can't handle it. Their lifestyle is not equipped to doing that. So what I tell people is go from regular cook to diet. Less sugar. Those are the main things I tell people, and no bread.
Oh,
If you
okay.
can cut those 3 things, if you can switch those, I promise you, in about 2 weeks, you will see a big difference.
So carbs, bread in general or carbs in general?
Mostly bread. Like you can have rice. If you say carbs, people are gonna have rice. You know what I mean? So have rice.
Well, sweet potato. I love sweet potatoes, right?
Sweet potato. You
yeah.
can have oatmeal. You
Yeah.
know? But don't go have like four loaves of bread a week. You
Yeah.
know, and like have just get Diet Coke instead of regular Coke.
Yeah.
No sugar, and that will change your life right away.
Now, some people's main argument to that immediately is that your energy levels would drop, which I do know that people say if you don't eat carbs, but you're saying at least eat healthy carbs, but your bread is definitely a no-go. At least for me, one of the big things, somebody said tortillas. I don't know if they're saying, hey, Rick, welcome in there. Appreciate the follow. Yes, sir. No more tortillas. Yeah, I struggle with tortillas because I could wrap a tortilla.
I get these low carb tortillas.
Oh yeah, there's protein tortillas.
Yeah.
Too, that
Okay.
see what I do. I eat tortillas, but what I do is that I'll have 2 tortillas, and that's already 45 calories. So it's not bad.
Okay.
And it probably has about 10-15 carbs. That's not bad.
Okay.
So if you can work out and eat the right carbs at the right time, you're fine.
When's the right time?
Like right before the gym or right after the gym. Depends on what you want to do. Like if you're kind of trying to build some muscle, you want to eat carbs after the gym too, because your body's just ready to absorb it.
I've never heard that,
You know
actually.
what I mean? So right now when I go work out, I'm definitely gonna have carbs after. Not like I'm not gonna have crazy carbs, but I'm gonna have rice and fish.
That's also the second half of our show. Me and Lamb are just going to leave, and he's just going to work out. So it's going to be really great. That's what
Yeah, we're gonna watch them.
that's what we're expecting.
And then
to
we're
get-
gonna give them a lot of really bad advice. Lift with the ankles.
Your back. Pull with your back.
It's all the low back. It's all about the low back.
Pull it with your neck.
Yank it.
That's pretty much my life of
fucking
lifting.
yanking
Is just ripping it off the ground.
Everything should
every
be a
coach-
herky-jerky motion.
Every coach I've ever had is just like they just
Look at you like what the
what are you doing? I lifted it, didn't I?
You're gonna be curling. I'm just gonna be screaming, "Bend your knees, bend your knees." You're like, "I'm Nick. I'm bench pressing." Okay, so that's fair. I would say, just we have a second to talk about this. For me, like you said, oatmeal. I do start the day with oatmeal normally. I put a little peanut butter in there. Peanut butter, as I've gotten older, I've
They
just
have
found-
tricked us somehow.
They
into thinking
have!
that is healthy.
You definitely, as a kid, thought peanut butter was cool. If you look at the back of the peanut butter, it's literally Nutella, dude. It's just
Nutella is better than peanut butter.
It's just
You wouldn't
straight
think it,
sugar,
but-
dude.
So I actually switched my peanut butter to it's called peanut butter fit.
Peanut butter fit.
Oh, is that powder?
It's powder.
Yeah, that
so if you want
PB2
peanut
or
butter-
whatever?
Yeah. So if you want like that flavor, you can just throw a scoop of peanut butter and it's 85% less fat. And it tastes like peanut butter. Like, what, you know what I mean?
You said nothing for the rest of this podcast. You did your job right there. I want you to know that. I'd never heard of peanut butter.
I use it to make like peanut sauce, like
my
a spicy
God.
peanut sauce, and put it on chicken.
Jesse, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
All right, we're wrapping it up on that high note, folks. It ain't getting any better than that.
No,
We
no,
can
no,
tell you that.
I just didn't know there was peanut butter punch. So I think
They
that's
even
really cool.
sell at Costco now. You can buy it in tubs.
Yeah, like a big, yep.
Okay, so what were the for you specifically? You said you had to change your lifestyle. What was something that you had trouble specifically cutting out?
It was definitely tortillas and bread.
Really?
I had that and soda. I was drinking that
Soda.
every day. I was drinking about 4 sodas a day.
Wow.
Yeah, every time I sat down, I had to get 2
Coke?
Cokes.
So no, I do like out here they have these Mexican Coke bottles. They're made with real sugar. They're actual delicious. I love that. If you had a couple of those a week, you'd be fine, right?
Yeah,
But
especially because you're not just sitting at home.
Right.
You're still active.
you're still active. And I want people to understand that you are allowed to have foods that you like if you want to be healthy.
Yeah.
It just needs to be, as everybody says, in moderation. But I think actually something that my older brother has kind of really installed in me is that a better way to look at food is one, as is the energy that you put in your body. So I think that's a really good way to kind of see things. But also to work towards something. He always says, earn it, right? So if you want to eat a pizza, work out for a few days in a row and then eat a pizza, right? I'm telling you, and to most people that sounds like way too much work, but for me it's actually really it's had me enjoy the shitty food way more, right? Way more. Like you deprive yourself of this pizza and you can't wait for Saturday night and it gets there. It's awesome. Now, the only thing that sucks is like when you get a pizza like you got and it's like an actual pile of shit.
I know.
Yeah,
That's it's like 10 times worse.
such a downer. So I think that's really important. I think you need to have a day of the week where you have a Coke. And if you go out with your friends and they're eating, yeah, you can have a soda there. That's fine. But I just think like earn it is a really good way to kind of think of something. What were you gonna say?
I was just going to say it really all depends too on your goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what is your goal? Like, do you just want to lose some weight and get into a healthy weight range? Then your goals, like what you eat, is going to be completely different than if you want to be a ripped dude that takes his shirt off at the beach and other people are jealous.
Like when I compete.
Somebody just said, and now
Your face.
it's just an unbelievable name. Your face. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome in. That's really funny. Somebody said, remember, fat slows down the digestion of food and carbs. Is that real? I didn't know that.
What did you say?
It says fat slows down the digestion of food carbs. So they're saying if the more fat you have in your body, it actually slow your digestion work.
Yeah.
Is that probably true?
Like fat on your body or ingesting fat?
No, like in your body.
In your body.
That makes perfect sense to me.
There's just so much that it can't control. You know what I mean? It can't work out your whole big old body.
Right.
It's like the heart. Your heart doesn't grow that big. If you weigh 500 pounds, your heart's not fucking 100 pounds.
Right. It doesn't grow that way. Okay, so that's actually important. So, and I think one of the things that we talk about this,
Like Amanda.
appreciate you following in here. So one of the things that we talk about on this show is like to lose that amount of weight, to lose any amount of weight, there has to be some form of dedication and motivation. You've been doing this for 6, 7, 8 years now. When you wake up in the morning, where is your drive? What is it? What sparks it for you? Is there anything you wake up, you're like, nah, man, today I don't have it, and then you go somewhere or you do something? What is it for you that gets you there anymore?
One of the things that I actually do, I wake up, get naked, and see myself. And that motivates me.
It sounds weird, but I do the same thing.
Hey, wow.
Look in the mirror, and if I'm not happy,
Yeah, then
it's
the who's gonna see you is not gonna be happy.
I know I gotta make it. I gotta make it
That's really-
change.
okay, that's
No, but really, I wake up and I'm usually motivated all the time because I have a goal. I already have the goal in my head, so there's nothing that's gonna interrupt me. You know what
Okay.
I mean, it's not gonna wake up. Oh, I feel lazy today. No, I'm literally wake up and I know my whole day is gonna be going to the gym first and then come back and go to the gym again.
Okay.
But I do get those days where I'm like, oh, less motivated. But that's when I see those pictures that you put up. I see myself where I was, and I don't want to go back to that.
and you like what you've kind of built for yourself.
100%, I love
Okay.
it, yeah.
Okay. So something else we got. Okay.
I was just gonna say it's so tough at the gym, at least for me. Like it's like you never get there.
Yeah.
It's
No.
not like I ran a marathon.
Right. No, that's what
Like
I mean.
and then it's done. Like and you achieved it. Like it's like you can get to a place and then you're like it doesn't matter.
it
It
doesn't
doesn't matter. You're like
That's what I feel like. I mean, for me, like I've been working out. I go all on and off. Right. That's actually a struggle that I have in my personal life. Is like I work out for 6 months, and then something will distract me for 3 months, and I'll fall off really hard. But again, usually at that end of that 6 months, I'm somewhere that I'm really happy with. Right. So then my motivation does really slip. So for you, somebody that's in shape, your motivation is what? For a show to get to keep healthy? Is there something else that pushes you?
My main motivation is I want to become a pro bodybuilder.
Okay.
So I know that it takes years and dedication. Like if I slack off for a year, it's gonna take me back 3 years for sure.
It's one of the things that people don't also understand when they see a guy on a magazine or they see somebody really fit. they really truly believe that they're 6 months and a good diet away from looking like that, right?
No way.
But that's detrimental to most males, and I'm sure females
hell
as
yeah.
well, right? Because most males think if I spend 6 months working out, benching, running, sit-ups, pull-ups, curls, I should have biceps, a chest, and abs. And at anywhere above the age of like 25, that becomes very unreasonable.
It's harder for sure.
Very unreasonable, right? So if you have somebody that's a new client of yours and they say, yeah, this is what I want to look like, is that something that you have to like tone down their expectations? Do you have to like...
I don't see, the thing what I tell people is that they send me pictures, right? But everybody's body structure is different. You cannot look like that person.
Right.
Your abs are going to be different. Your muscle, the way it's put on your body, it's not the same.
Right.
So you can't give me a picture and say I want to look like that guy.
Right.
It's not possible. I can't look like Arnold. I can't look like any celebrity that I want to look like.
You should copyright that phrase. You don't give you a picture and say I want to look like this, because you can't look like that.
You can't. It's not possible.
Right.
Like he has an 8-pack. I only have a 6-pack.
Right.
I can't get 8. You know. So
Well, if you tried harder.
just do something. You know. What I
Body
mean?
rocks.
Body rocks. Appreciate you, buddy. Welcome in here. Welcome into the show.
I just feel like people have this whole view of like bodybuilding where they just see the good parts when people get there, but
Yeah.
they don't see the process. You know what I mean? Like the tears, the sweat, the giving up, the falling and coming back up.
Right.
They just see like my Instagram, like, oh, you look so good, but it took me 4 years of exactly what I'm doing right now to look where I look.
Somebody just said more goals, and I think that's a really good way to put it. Is that your goal? If it's to look like that, then you need to have some goals in between there,
yeah.
right? Okay. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, like, too, like a lot of people don't realize those pictures aren't even how that person walks around.
Nope.
No.
They're so dehydrated. They're like,
Yeah,
it's
like
like
that
that's
picture.
like a moment.
Yeah, like that.
Like
he
literally
probably
a
had
moment.
like 7 photo shoots that day.
Yeah.
So he can post them here and there.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like that picture that I had that you posted up there, I was at like 5%, 4% body fat.
You don't walk around like
No,
that.
right now I'm walking around with 9% body fat.
Okay.
And I'm
Literally
happy.
twice as much. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And-
I said I'm fine. I want to get down to 8, but the way I'm doing it is I'm cutting my body fat and keeping my weight up.
Okay.
So I'm not tired. I don't look like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I were to do a shred, like just comp for 2 weeks, I can get down to 3% body fat. But
Okay.
I'll feel fatigued. I'll be tired. I'll lose a lot of muscle. So if you take your time, you keep a lot more muscle and you lose body fat.
Okay, but what happens if you see like, and this is obviously not going to be, I don't have an example off the top of my head, but you see like movie stars all the time. You see like
Hugh Jackman
Hugh
and-
Jackman was exactly what I was going to say. Like, oh, I have 6 months or 4 months to get prepared for Wolverine, and all of a sudden they're yoked. It's like, is there something about like the fact that they have twice a days with a personal instructor right on top of them, so that makes it more achievable for them? I mean,
Oh yeah, definitely. Like,
okay.
like with kind of like I'll talk about that. And it's like when they get a personal trainer, they have a nutritionist, they have the food for them. So all they gotta do is work out, and they bring them the food.
Right.
Go to sleep, work out, get up again, do cardio. So they're literally doing fasted cardio, working out, eating the movie, working out, doing night cardio, which my coach calls it bookend cardio. Which when you go to sleep, you go cardio, go to sleep, wake up, and do cardio again.
That sounds like
But if you do that,
grueling.
if you do bookend cardio for 2 weeks, I promise you, you will lose 10 pounds. in 2
What's your
weeks.
coach's name?
Stan McCoy.
Yes, I hope that's him fatal there. I'd love that. Hope that would be him. But the fitness industry sells a lie. Yeah, that's fair. I appreciate you saying that, Fatal, because that really is that's how I feel. I feel as if you look at like Men's Health and stuff. A lot of times the guy on the front is just unachievable for most guys. And I think a more realistic goal for a male would be a guy with no abs, with decent arms and decent chest and shoulders. That would be achievable for most men in 3 to 4 months, right?
100%,
100%. Okay. I think that's fascinating. I think that we've kind of got sidetracked as a society of thinking, because like Lamb said, like 25 years ago, that wasn't the case, right? And when you said that to me off air, that you said that like, if you looked at a male figure 30 years ago, even longer, like Sean Connery is like James Bond, right? Like he wasn't yoked, right? He wasn't even really fit, really. Right?
I know. I know. Just kind of like a
He's just a guy.
thin-ish dude.
Yeah, right. So, and everybody used to be like that, and then all of a sudden, like the change, and now like you watch a movie. If that dude's 58 years old and he has to have his shirt off for 11 seconds in a scene, he's just yoked. and
Like
you're
Tom Cruise takes his shirt off. He's
Yeah.
like 55 years old and he's jumping off a building.
Right,
He's like,
you're like, yeah, that
like you
doesn't-
know, like
Yeah, like Rocky 10.
yeah, I know.
He's like
Yeah, Rock
70.
75 years old and just like veins popping out. Like you're like,
Right? You're like,
Jesus
damn, man.
Christ.
Rocky
But
10.
a lot of things like that does go to like muscle memory, because I remember when I did the quarantine thing, I did lose a lot of muscle, and I weighed what I weigh now, but I was actually 10 pounds lighter and 7% body fat.
So this girl Rox, I assume maybe somebody you know, said that no crash, stuff. Like no, like, just cutting everything out or starving yourself. And they said that's how people rebound, right? So that's how people like go for 4 or 5 weeks of doing really, really well, and then they just binge like another week of like pizza and garbage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so give me a few things maybe that somebody that's listening could start to do, like workout wise, or could start to do at their own house that you would say, well, that's a good start. Push-ups, obviously. Anything else that you would recommend somebody's like you said, okay, that's a good one, like the morning cardio. That's a real thing. But you said before you eat anything.
Yeah, you have the empty stomach.
Empty stomach cardio.
At the most, maybe a cup of coffee if you want to get a waking up,
Okay.
But you have to have it on the empty stomach.
Just good for cutting fat off?
Mm-hmm. It targets your fat.
Wow. Okay, so that's a good recommendation for people. And the night one, I've never. Now my brother always tells me that running before bed always puts him to sleep, which kind of makes me laugh. But that's interesting. So right before you go to sleep and right as you wake up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And see, like all that, like I said, it depends on what your goal is. Like I did that when I was going to do a show. I'm not doing that right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to wake up for nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not waking up that early. But when I have my show, I have to do it. Like I know there's no reason to not do it.
Yeah.
So I think if you have a goal and you find out how to get there, not just winging it, because if you wing it, you're not going to make it. You don't know the steps.
Yeah.
So I think if you write down your goals and then you're eventually going to get there.
So like could you walk around at 5% body fat?
I probably can, but I would probably not. I wouldn't be able to maintain it. No way.
That's what I
Because-
mean. Like, for like a month.
No
Do you
way.
think you could hold on to
No,
it?
I would have to. I wouldn't have fun. I wouldn't be able to have fun.
You wouldn't be able to eat anything.
No,
You'd be
once-
like laying down in between
I would have
workouts,
to
and
eat
that's about
fish
it.
and chicken the whole time
With
And
almost no carbs.
No carbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like when you put it that clearly to me, that's what it takes to get to where those pictures are. It does really explain to me that I'm not saying it's not doable. I'm just saying it shouldn't be somebody's first goal, right? It shouldn't
yeah,
be.
like,
That's very unhealthy. I feel like.
Uh,
Okay.
Like Zac Efron said for that when he was in Baywatch.
Yeah.
For 6 months, he didn't have a single carb.
Yeah, like I don't like that. That's just so
To look that
extreme
way.
to me,
Yeah.
right? Like that's, and I guarantee he didn't have it not because he couldn't have one, but because you have one, then you're gonna have five, right? Like not over the course of time, you're just gonna start doing that.
Like, you're also going to be literally standing next to the Rock.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
And being compared to
You can't be as big as him, but you can be more ripped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like that's how he got.
Yeah.
If you can get ripped, then you still look good in front of a big ass guy.
Yeah.
But if you're not ripped and he's big, like, this guy's just big.
We just
Yeah.
talked about the Rock off air, and I asked you if he took steroids, and you would say the guess is yes. I actually thought the answer was going to be no, only because
He is a true freak. If somebody
Right.
out
He is
there,
Samoan.
if,
Yeah,
if
and
and
he
he
is
was
a
like
wrestler,
6'6" and he's in like 10th grade, like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yoked. And then if anybody is natural and that big, it's probably him.
And I'm not saying he's taking like bodybuilding steroids, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I know it has to be some enhancements.
Right,
Like,
right.
his life is so crazy
Yeah.
that he's just everywhere.
Like
You know,
TRT.
you got to stay cut a
Yeah.
lot,
You know
right?
what
I
I
mean,
mean?
yeah,
So-
yeah, okay.
That's one thing I didn't know if you'd even know about this, but like TRT, like testosterone replacement therapy, like as you get older, you'd produce less testosterone.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's one of the reasons it's harder to maintain the muscles, harder, What are your thoughts on that, or if any? Because I'm starting to get up there, and it's one of those things like because I have noticed
Yeah.
in the last 3 to 4 years an actual difference.
Like, okay, yeah, like where your metabolism's slower.
Yeah,
like,
and just
your energy.
even just like my lifts and everything like that,
Yeah.
just noticeable.
I think definitely once you get there and like I said, it always goes to your goal. If you still want to keep the way you look, yeah, why not? You know what I
Okay.
mean? I don't judge people to take anything. I feel like people think steroids are bad when you wake up, you're already big. That's not how it works.
Right.
So there's so many people out there that are talking bad about steroids or any enhancement because they don't know anything about it. It's like anything. You gotta go to a doctor, get your blood work, get everything done, get it by the right person if you're gonna do it. Don't just
Steroids are one of those things like if it's done healthy, then it can be okay in very small cycles.
Yeah.
But you said to me off air, it's not like you just said, you're not take it and wake up fit, right? You're saying if you take steroids, you have to actually be committed to being maybe 2 or 3 times more
More
active,
committed, yeah.
more committed. So if you're doing steroids, you'd have to be 2 a day minimum at the gym.
and work your ass off a lot harder and eat a lot more.
Wow.
And you can't eat like shit because you're just not going to see the progress. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So people think you take steroids, you're going to get so fit and eat whatever you want. That's not how it works. And you can't drink. It's not good for you to have alcohol while you're taking steroids.
Wow.
It's not good for you. So it's like you're putting other stuff in your body and you're putting alcohol in your body. It's just not good.
Not a good
That's what a lot of
combination.
people get, it happens. They take advantage of they want their goal so much faster than what their body can take them.
Okay.
So they end up getting like heart problems, they break out, their acne, their bones hurt. Like so much bad happens because they're so greedy to look a certain way, and they're not taking the progress to get there.
There's just shortcut after
Yeah, they just
shortcut.
want to skip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And every time you skip, their life is just gonna get shorter and shorter.
And actually too, because I've been on a really good streak here where I've been eating healthy, and Lamb's, he's moving in here recently, and he's eating healthy with us as well. But it's one of those things, like you even said to me, like when you really start to eat healthy, you crave some of those shitty foods less and less and less and less.
Yep.
And actually, one of the things I've noticed is I actually require less food, right? So unless I was trying to switch it up and be Hugh Jackman and Wolverine like in the next few weeks, I just don't need to eat 4,000 calories a day. Like there's just no reason. I just am not that hungry anymore.
Yeah.
Like we said off air, like 10 years ago, if you'd have rolled to McDonald's, I'd gotten 3 Big Macs and some nuggets and rolled, and I'd have been super happy and I'd have munched through all of it. 1 Big Mac would be plenty for me nowadays. You know what I mean? And I think that you actually start to learn your body doesn't need as much as you think it needs, which is actually kind of interesting.
Like when you're at home, you get a plate. You're gonna pack the plate. You're not gonna put a couple of things. You're gonna put whatever you want.
Yeah.
So I tell people, when you're at home, just wash your portions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's because if you put it on your plate, you're gonna eat it.
Yep. That's good. All right, let's get into some maybe a little something lighter. We've done this before on the show, but I am curious.
Yeah.
Some gym faux pas, some no-nos, some things that piss you off when you see that at the gym. When you're in the gym and somebody does this, what is it?
Like LeBron and the chalk.
Yeah. Somebody.
that's
Is there something in there? Yeah, that really. I know I have a couple on my hip. Is there anything that you really like? Yo, this just drives me crazy.
I do fucking hate when people have the stupid thing on their head and they're working out their neck. It's like, what are you gonna do that you need your fucking neck strong?
I would say there's one profession, maybe 2, that you would need a strong neck. Definitely fighting.
UFC fighting, wrestling.
UFC fighting, and maybe football?
No, but I saw an old lady doing it. She was like 60.
But maybe she had like a traumatic injury and she was working through some stuff. Maybe she was doing her physical therapy.
She was doing it hardcore.
Oh, you got the plates?
She's like yanking. She was like yanking that shit.
Okay, so physical therapy aside, no reason anybody schmoey that should be in there yanking their neck around.
I've never seen a pro bodybuilder do it.
Okay, so one of my biggest pet peeves recently, and now I haven't been to a gym in probably a year because they're all closed, but the last time I was in a gym, everybody had those high altitude masks. Everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody had them.
Well, now we all wear them.
It was
every day.
That's right. There was like half the gym in high altitude masks. And my thing was like, why don't you just do cardio? Like, I don't, to me, like, you walking around with Lex Oxygen doesn't seem like the best way to get in shape to me. So, I don't know shit about anything.
I've never got into actually looking, researching in that, but I heard that it does help if you're like a fighter or what's it called, into sports, because it keeps your lungs kind of like more flow, you know?
I would have doubt the 40, 50-year-olds in my gym are into any kind of fighting that are wearing it. But yeah, I agree with you. Anything else that really pisses? What about you? Anything big faux pas? I am actually. I know this.
Oh, yeah, I have a question. Why do we have to do chest on Monday?
Yeah, that's true. Answer the question.
Shit.
Because apparently there was some sort of unspoken agreement with every man that's ever been to a gym that Monday is chest day.
Everyone hits chest on Monday.
Answer the question.
He's the one that said it.
Yeah.
He's like,
Arnold's the problem.
Arnold said Monday chest day fuckers, you better follow the rules.
It's so
makes
weird.
sense.
I do chest on Mondays too, but I do it in my backyard, so
Yeah.
it's different. But it is. It's really funny. It's how you. I think I know who started it. Just men in general, because everybody likes to bench press. I think that's the only reason it started.
And everybody's super motivated on a Monday.
I want to start the week off.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, let's do my favorite thing
My
on
favorite
Monday.
thing, yeah.
And then
Okay.
Tuesday's biceps because you're like, all right, my second favorite thing. And then Wednesday you just stop going to the gym for the week.
Yeah. And,
My-
and then you do legs 2 months later.
Yeah.
My cousin said that he does leg day because everybody else is doing chest. That way he
Yeah,
doesn't like
perfect. Smart move. Smart move.
Yeah, smart man.
I had to change the same thing.
Okay, the other thing that bothers me is, and I think this is an earn it type situation as well. I hate unnecessary weight slamming unless I think you've earned it. So
Like if it's heavy enough.
if I look over and you're deadlifting an insane amount and most of your reps are clean and then you drop that last one, you're cool. I don't mind it. I understand it's a lot of weight. You had to pick it up. I'm cool with it. If I look over and you're just dropping every set, I think A, you're doing the workout wrong, and B, I just think you're trying to make a scene for everybody.
Yeah, I don't want to look at you. Yeah.
My freaking bench is wobbling every time you drop this shit, you know? So, big pet peeve of mine. Anything
Sometimes
else?
you got to do some banging and clanging.
Clang
Well,
and clang.
Got to let the folks know.
isn't there like a negative rep? Don't you want to go down with
Depends
control?
what you're doing, but yeah.
Yeah. I just want to bench press that way. Just 10 separate bars, just throwing them out. Oh man.
Like you got like a safety thing, so just
drop it and
press
keep
your chest
back
and
up.
push it out.
Ooh, speaking of which, weren't you the one telling me about that guy that shattered both his kneecaps?
No, I no, definitely not.
Wasn't you? Somebody was just telling me that.
Probably Tony, because
Oh.
I have I
Oh, I know.
actively stay away
Was
from
it the
all
guy
the.
that was squatting?
Yes.
Oh, it was so loud. You
nope,
gotta watch
nope.
that.
No, see, I'm not watching
Oh
either.
my
No,
God.
I
I'm
don't
not
watch any gym fails
No.
because
900 pounds.
I don't
not-
care.
that's- okay.
I don't care.
Yeah.
He wrapped them and his bone, both
Both
of them.
of them.
Bah, bah.
Yeah, you can't.
Nope.
I don't think you.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
me and you're on the same wavelength.
I don't. I
need to
already
watch it.
have like enough. Like I'm at the edge of my limits, like squatting and everything. I'm like, no, I don't need to worry
yeah.
to add that to my list.
I
have the
watched
co-
it probably like 7 times.
I have the kind of memory that I'll never forget that, and I'll just see it in my dreams. So I don't need to see it either.
Yeah.
But people told me that he tried to squat 900 pounds. Both of his kneecaps just exploded.
Yeah.
And they said it sounded like somebody hit a home run off a bat. Is what it sounded.
Like
Yeah,
that.
that's
I
what it
swear.
sounded
It's
like.
I heard during teaching one time a kid playing out in the football field broke his femur, and we heard it.
Yeah.
like it sounded like a gunshot.
Sports injuries are real, though. I mean, I know there's,
hell yeah.
but that guy was just asking for it.
I did see a dude squat over 1,000 pounds, 1,001 pounds for 3 reps.
Damn.
That's just unnecessary.
I was like,
Was it that guy Thor?
nah.
no Thor.
For him, like I feel like he's at such a disadvantage for certain things. The mountain guy.
Oh yeah, he just
Because he's so tall. He's like 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah.
Like to squat, like the distance that has to travel.
yeah, that's for sure.
Like that's
For
what
sure.
people don't get. Like it's like, oh, he only did 900. You don't understand. He went twice as far as these other dudes that are 5'4"
Yeah.
and just go boop boop,
Yeah.
and you're like, I guess it's
Me,
a
dude.
rep.
No, like,
me
look,
with bench press.
Yeah.
Dude. Look at these freaking
Yeah, I know.
legs, dude.
It's like, sorry, that's just Nathan.
Yeah, I feel like I'm benching like 11 feet, and the guy next to me like, right away.
I'm sorry. You want to be popular on Tinder? You get that.
that's why a lot of powerlifters are not that tall.
Yeah.
There's just no reason.
Yeah.
You can't.
The
Like
shorter
the-
you are, the more compact. Your muscles are just more, together.
All right, so how about this? Real quick here before we move on for some of the stuff. People, you come in, you're training a new person. I think you said off air that some of the bad stuff that people do is form related. Is that's one of the number one things that you on new clients that you think they're doing wrong? Do you think that people's actual workout regimen, weightlifting wise, is too slow normally, too fast? Do you think people are not getting enough in during their gym workouts? How do you feel about that?
They are definitely talking a lot more than lifting. They're there 3 hours, but worked out 1 maybe.
That's an actual fact. Dude. I'm
I
gonna
for
give you a
sure
horn.
know that people overestimate how long of a rest they take in between stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, because I try to take a minute and a half, but I know that I'm picking a song and shit. I get lost, and it ends up being like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever. But is that something as a personal trainer that you try to ride hard? Is that something that
Yeah, I know. When I train people, we have an hour of working out. Like, you're going to work out for an hour. The only rest you get is obviously between a set here and there and getting to the next machine. But we're not chatting for 2, 4, 5 minutes.
okay? Fantastic.
I do feel personally attacked by Paul's comment.
What did he say to you?
I hate the one guy there in fresh kick, slip guy hair, tracksuit and AirPods, sipping his Fuji water, trying to hit on girls. I don't know why, but I feel a little personally attacked by that.
I actually totally understand that guy. I will say this. I totally understand what he's saying. If you're in the gym and you never look like you've dirtied anything, that I don't assume you're. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
you're not working out hard enough, right? Like most of my gym clothes are destroyed, so I feel like you're not. I guess
Most of mine smell bad before I start working out. Like they just like somehow trap that stink. In,
yeah.
It's like in there. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. Also, a little bit more about Jesse. I did say earlier that you were gonna think about starting a restaurant. Is that right?
That is correct, yes.
Locally?
Yeah, in La Cañada, next to Montrose, like La Cañada, Montrose, right?
What do you want to do for the restaurant? Kind of food you want to make?
It's going to be, as of right now, it's going to be a Middle Eastern Mexican fusion.
Oh, very cool. I like maybe some Mexican kebabs or something would be super fire. What made you want to do that?
Well, I always wanted to open my own restaurant and a bar, so I figured to start with the restaurant. So I've been doing the restaurant business for about 10 years.
Okay.
So I figured, like,
You had an idea that he should take advantage
Yeah,
of.
I wanted it to also be a gym.
Right. I
So,
like
but you had to work out to earn your
Oh,
discount.
perfect.
If you worked out, then you get a discount,
discount,
at
yeah.
the restaurant immediately after. I feel like just earn that thing and just earn
get
it.
the bar stool with fucking pedals.
Earn it and burn it.
And pedal
Yeah.
your fucking beer.
That's the name of your restaurant. Earn it and burn it.
Earn it
and burn it.
I like it. All right. Yeah. All right. I like it. Earn it and burn it. That's your new restaurant.
And then you could have like some nice fire going on, get that burn thing going, out there like cooking skewers and stuff, like burn.
Like burn
Yeah.
kebabs.
Yeah.
Do you have a title in mind for the place, or you want to call it something different?
Not yet. We did have one, but I'm not sure we're gonna go with it right now. We're still in the works on that.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Cool,
don't,
cool,
we don't
cool.
want to put that out there. People stealing ideas.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we can copyright it for them though. That's all.
Yeah, we do have that ability.
That's true. All right. Anything else? Like I said, I also did want to ask you. You have a decent amount of followers on your Instagram. We were kind of talking about this beforehand. Instagram is a nice way to promote yourself, kind of get yourself started. At a certain point, are you at a point now where you're just inundated and overflowed with like bots and junky DMs all the time?
All the time. It's
All the
fucking
time.
Horrible. I hate it.
Okay, that was gonna.
I get the craziest DMs. I'm like, what? Like, oh, we got 5 girls next to you. I'm like, what? So I click on it. You know, like, why am I gonna click on it? And there's just some random website that takes you nowhere. It's like,
So what you're saying is your life you're completely hacked at this point.
Yeah.
pretty much hacked. Yeah.
So that actual Instagram is almost impossible you to check direct messages, or you have like a separate for like your personal messages, or
It gets sent to like there's a primary and a general, and usually it sends to primary, and then the general is who I talk to.
Okay.
So it kind of filters them out.
Okay. Yeah, because I feel like Instagram has actually gotten wildly out of control. We've talked about this show before. If you're anybody, if you're ESPN or if you're whatever, if you're Tom Cruise.
Rock.
Yeah, you're The Rock and you post something. The first 60 comments are some girl who's naked telling me I need to go to her page,
Yeah,
right?
I said, don't look at my story. I'm like, I see that all the time. Please don't check my story. You're gonna regret it.
Yeah. I dare you not to look.
Everybody's like that. It's like, what the fuck?
Just like a girl in a bikini, and I'm not 100% sure why me checking me like, I regret this. This is a horrible decision in my life.
Oh, don't look at it. Okay, let me look at it.
Yeah, I feel like, does your page have any bots right now when you post?
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
Oh, wow, that's impressive.
Yeah,
Okay.
it only gets bots if I get a shout out from a clothing company or anybody.
Okay.
And then I post their picture, and then I get like stupid bots. So I don't do that.
Very cool. Also, go ahead.
That's why I only put them on my story. So I don't get any of those. You know,
okay.
I just put my pictures up, and then if someone wants me to do something, I put it on the story, so I don't get none of that.
I was like, I don't have any kind of Instagram clout, and I'm like, but I imagine like the more into you grow as an Instagram person, I imagine like just the amount of garbage you have to deal with.
And if I put something that is just like I know what content to put out that's gonna create stir. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
yeah.
So I just put it out there and just fucking wait for the whole shit to
wait,
go off.
just wait for the
just wait for it.
wait for the chemical to just blow up there. What was I going to ask? Oh, that's right. You also, now you don't do it anymore, but you did at some point start a clothing line for yourself. You were out there selling it, but you said to me that there is an incredible oversaturation of people trying to start their own clothing lines.
So many, it's crazy.
So many.
The competition is off the fucking roof. When I started my company 5 years ago, it wasn't that big.
Really?
And then now, literally every fitness person has a clothing line.
What is there any of them that actually take off, and is there any reason why some don't and why some do, or is it just random? Is the person? Did you just have to be famous? Is that it?
You have to be famous.
Yeah.
Like,
So you're saying we should start a clothing line?
yes, right now.
All right, you heard it here, folks. We are going to be selling clothing merch
Yeah.
coming soon.
I mean, is there anything you learned from that experience? I know you tried to sell it everywhere, and you had a lot of people. I was wearing some of your stuff for a while. Like anything that you learned from that, you could tell somebody starting their own business, something like that.
Yeah, don't jump in head first and like try to get everything in at once.
Okay.
You know, like I started my clothing line, and within a week, I already had 20 designs.
Okay.
So that's just too much for someone. You know, if you look at big companies, they only have 4 or 5 designs at a time. They go in
Okay.
seasons, you know, and I just get so excited that I was just pumping out clothes. And when I pump out clothes every week, every other week, I was bringing new stuff. All the old ones just stayed back. No one wants the old shit, even though it wasn't old.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like take your time, make a couple of designs here, and then let it take off.
Okay.
It takes time.
That's
you know,
not-
you try to rush it, it's just not gonna work.
No, that's a really good piece of advice. I mean, I was always curious because I saw that you doing. I really like some of your ideas and stuff, but I was just like, how do you separate yourself? Because you inevitably you have to have this probably the same company making your stuff that's making every bit of your competition, right? So there's nothing that separates you, actual clothing, material wise. It's just your brand itself.
To get at that level where you have to recreate your actual shirt, I was making some of mine, but the price between either you get the sample they have and you can just put your stuff on,
Yeah.
from what you want it made, it's literally 10 times more.
Wow.
Like if you want a shirt made exactly how you want it, it's a lot more money because they have to just make it for you, or you can just pick one off the line.
Kind of like what we're going through. We're actually trying to start a merch store here, and one of the things that we've done is we have Tony Guerrilla Warfaring the city. I gave him like 1 million Two Dumb Idiot stickers, and he's just putting them on every tree and signpost in like just a 10-mile radius. But we realized that if you want to order 10 stickers, it's $80. If we wanted to order 300, then it's like $100. So it's like as long as you have that first design, everything after that's crazy cheap. So what you're saying kind of makes sense. If you have 20 designs, then it's just gonna cost you a fortune to make a bunch of T-shirts.
And remember, people don't realize that you gotta have, since it was a lot of girls' clothing line too, like it was between men and women. So I had to go from extra small to 3X. That's a lot of clothes.
Wow.
Per design.
Yeah.
So I literally had, at the end, I had about 40 designs of every single size.
See, I think it's a
And
really
you had to keep those like in boxes somewhere?
Yeah, I had like a little place to put everything.
Because like our merch store that we're looking into, you don't have any stock.
That's the best thing. They do take more money from the top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
lot more.
Mine was like literally like everything came to me. I had no business partners. So whatever I made, I designed it, I picked it, I did everything. and then it all came back to me. So it was a little better because but you do have all that inventory, you know. So like, if you make something, you got to get rid of it.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, like I said, we were kind of looking at it, but one of the things we said is for us to actually turn. I mean, so you were giving it to a lot of people, you were handing it out in person, and that people were buying it. For us, we'd have to store it here and then reship it, and even to like reship, like I just shipped, our moderator a hat and stuff. It's like it would cost me more to ship it to you than it would be for you to pay it. So it would just be silly. So yeah, I mean that's why for them to store to do it for us is actually gonna be a pretty good deal, but for you it sounds like an actual nightmare. So all right, let's go ahead and move on. We have another little fun show we want to do, a little part of the show for you guys. We're just sticking with the theme today. Yeah, just do it. So we went and found the 8
Best.
All right, we'll go best. The 8
that's a good
best workout equipment as seen on TVs that we've ever seen, and we are going to narrow it down to the best one that's ever been out there that Jesse thinks would actually work. So we're going to have a quick argument on each. We might even have some videos to show you some of the funny ones as we go.
Oh, we do.
And we do. All right, so we're going to have some fun with this. If you guys at home have any opinions on these things, if you've used them, if you'd like to bash them, now would be the time. Let's go ahead and start off
Let
here.
us know what we missed.
Oh my God, there's got to be some funny workout stuff that we missed. But let's go ahead and start off with the absolute basic, the ab shocker.
So the ab shocker, eh?
Yeah, I mean, there is oh my God, there's just so many bad ones.
There it is.
There it is. So there is at least 100 versions of this. I know there's a new one now that actually sculpts to your abs, and then it's supposed to do the exact same thing. There are a million belts that are supposed to make you sweat through that area and then vibrate on top of that. Let's start with both of you on a 1 to 10 scale, 10 being absolutely works, 1 being it does literally the same as drinking water. Where do you guys put that machine?
1.5.
Do you
It
think
doesn't do 0.
It doesn't do 0. Yeah, it's true.
That's it, but it's as close to 0 as you can get.
Do you think it's actually toning your abs, but it doesn't matter because most people have fat on top, or do you think there's less toning of the abs going on than I think's going on?
I think there's less toning because like if your abs are literally if you're fat, your abs are way on there, a couple inches.
Couple
so
inches.
that is not target. There's no way it's on it.
Right.
Like the guy.
Oh, wow, I didn't even think about that.
You saw the new one.
Yeah.
That guy's already fit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it works great if you're already fit.
Put it next to a fat guy, it's gonna be this way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like there's no way. What is it fucking doing?
It's not even going to shock
It's not
anything.
gonna shock.
Fat's an
It's gonna
insulator.
fucking shock his belly button.
My belly button is on fire right now.
But
Okay.
I mean, that's very true. I didn't even think about that aspect. But then I was also just thinking, like, you're just literally like contracting the muscle, like, You know,
Yeah,
like it's
I
like,
feel like it's just pulling it. you
yeah,
know what I
it's
mean?
not like.
There's
no way.
I also feel like if that technology actually worked,
Yeah.
why wouldn't there be a chest zapper and a bicep shredder and a
Yeah.
and a butt electrocutor?
They would have
you
this.
know?
They would have it in space on the space station
Yeah.
for like the astronauts, and
Right.
they'd just be sitting there getting shocked
Just
and
zapped
like
all
be
over.
ripped.
Well,
as-
That's true, right?
About the space thing, do you know that they have to work out their legs every day?
Yeah,
Really?
they lose so much muscle
You
mass.
lose, your that's what.
I knew they lose muscle, but-
Yeah.
Their upper body, they don't work it out. They only do legs. And space
Really?
because you're climbing all day, so your back and your chest gets worked out.
Oh.
But your legs, you never walk.
No.
They have
Never
special treadmills that like pull you down onto it.
Oh
Yeah,
wow!
it's so crazy.
See, for me, I knew that the space program would end right there at the G-force testing. Like as soon as they
For
started
you?
zipping me around in that thing, like a zillion miles an hour, I'd be vomiting all over the machine, and they'd have to take me out of there.
We also didn't. We forgot to mention who the ab shocker's going against.
Oh, that's right,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
The vibrating power plant right there.
Okay, so we had to talk about
my
this
God.
when we. I didn't even know this was the angle. I thought you were just supposed to stand on it. Somebody said he used one of those in high school. Felt like 1,000 bees shocking me. Put the plus size, my abs were sore. Yeah, I mean your abs would probably be sore, but I feel like if I shocked my face with it, it'd be sore as well. So this is not like 1,000 years old. This is coming out right now that you can buy in your. I mean, this is like they're being pushed as like the new.
It's like when she's praying.
Yeah, I
Somebody.
know. She's doing like what's that? Baby? Not baby.
What? I don't understand. What's the angle? Why would me shaking
Hap-
my muscles?
Not happy baby, but.
What? How much does this cost?
This one's
say
expensive.
200
$200,
bucks.
something
Is it?
like that. They're different.
Oh my God! No way.
What?
This is the biggest gimmick on the internet
Oh
right
my
now.
God.
Wow.
And it's on sale too.
Wow, what a steal, dude.
They're always on sale. It's always on sale. That's the number one trick. Apparently, JCPenney had an issue with this.
What?
They've got a new CEO in like 5-10 years ago, and he decided to just actually lower the price on everything. And their sales went down. So then they got rid of them. And what they did was they then put the prices up, but then constantly had sales
And then they
and sold more stuff
and their sales and then went back
because
up.
people thought they were getting
okay.
deals.
I think that's one of the most oldest gimmicks to time, but I think
It's so funny.
I'm not
So true.
I'm an idiot, and I definitely fall for the same stuff.
Amazon tells me all the
because
time.
Because if you don't know any better, if you walk in, you're like, "Yo, these Nikes look super fresh," and you're like, "Wow, they're only $80. They're on sale for from $100. That's a pretty good deal." It's like
it's
$80, still a lot of money, you know? It's
It's
like
a visual. I used to work at Robinson's May, which is a long time ago.
what's a Robbins May?
Robinson's May. It's like Macy's bought. It was,
Oh, okay.
it was like a clothing. I mean, like a department store.
Okay.
right? So I worked in where they sell vacuums, and we did the exact same thing. We sold the vacuum. We say it was $80. We'll put it that was 120, and now it's on sale for 80. But it was always $80.
Really?
So when we put the sign that was, oh, it's on sale, you save $30. People bought it, but last week it was $80, the regular price.
Yeah, I know. They
You
don't
just
care.
Don't know.
They don't
Yeah,
care.
I really do believe people just like a deal more than they actually enjoy buying something sometimes. I really do. I believe that's the same
I
thing with like,
saved so much money. You still spent $80.
it's like a hoarder thing. If you
Yeah.
go out and buy like 50,000 packs of toilet paper, it's like, yeah, well, you just spent $200. You're like, yeah, but I got toilet paper for the next 2 centuries. You're like, I guess, you know. Somebody
All right,
just said
so
that.
who's winning?
Somebody just said that vibration can help with blood flow and circulation. Hey, Roxy, appreciate that comment out there, Roxy. That's actually, I mean, seriously, that's actually like a pretty solid piece of information.
But but I don't
but
think
not gonna
it's
build you muscle.
$700 worth of blood flow.
Right. I'm saying I know I can get the same workout on my dryer while it's running.
Sitting there,
Sit on your dry like,
Oh, God,
like
I'm
a shaking.
fucking killing it today.
all right.
Am I fit yet or what?
So who's winning, the ab shocker or the vibrating power
What
plate?
helps you the most?
Well, tell me- I gotta go the power plate only because it actually at least goes to more areas.
That is true.
I guarantee if I stand on that vibrating thing for 20 minutes, it would maybe help my skiing or something. So yeah, I'm gonna go vibrating.
You
power.
might get some balance training out
maybe,
of it.
yeah.
Might help with my vertigo.
I would just use it when girls come over. Hey, get naked and lay down. watch the titties and ass.
Yeah. She take care of herself. You go watch the show. Yeah, that's terrible.
All right, next, the body blade.
Oh my God.
Are you
this is
familiar?
bad.
We familiar with the body blade?
Let's see the
Let's
body-
go to the body blade.
I actually the body blade I legitimately forgot about until we did this.
There it
There it
is.
Oh, God.
4.5 oscillations per second.
No, I did. There's a new one out that is 5.5.
I don't believe it, bro. This is the height of technology.
This is where
And
technology
for those
stopped.
at home, it is literally like a thing that you grip in the middle, and then it looks kind of like a bow and arrow, but not with nothing attached, no string
I
attached.
forget we do have good viewers that listen to the show. Yeah, this literally just like you said, it's
And
just
then-
a band that they're
and then
shaking up and down.
And then I guess it's got like 2 little things on the end that are supposedly weighted slightly.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this right off the jump, right? You look like a flabbering idiot doing this anywhere. I'm 100%. But I do know there's something with muscles where if you keep them in the same spot and they stay taut for a very long time, that there can be some kind of growth or at least soreness. So that maybe there's something to this ish.
So
maybe.
I think my biggest issue is always we talked about this off air. All of these things, they show the one move where it might actually do something.
Yep.
So
Are you going
Other
to do
than
that the
that-
whole time?
I know. Well, you got 2 options: overhand and underhand. That's apparently all I got. Maybe out,
triceps, biceps.
Maybe like one
maybe
hand.
out to
Yeah.
the side. Like I don't know.
Attach it to your foot. Shake it up and
How
down.
much is that?
Body racks.
$72.99.
I got $200.
Body Rock says she'll shake you for $200 that hard if you want.
I got $200. I'm curious.
That'll be $200.
All right, so that's our body blade. That's
our body
number
blade.
1.
I would say this might be one of the most. I would say at least in the top 10 of most useless pieces of fitness equipment ever
Yeah.
invented. Ever invented.
Going against your favorite,
My absolute favorite.
the Skechers Shape Up.
Got to. Got
Now,
to. We already bought Jesse a pair. He's been rocking them for weeks now.
Yeah,
he
the
loves them.
Skechers Shape Up.
My legs are killing me.
Boom. Now, my favorite part is they somehow got Kim Kardashian
What?
Oh wow.
That was a while ago.
to do these.
These actually look way more decent in this cut than
Yeah.
they do in any of the things if we Googled. If
Yeah.
we Googled
so
it,
I can go over here and get these Skechers Shape Ups.
yeah. They actually were not as cool as you think they would look.
Yeah, they
Kim is actually kind of rocking them here. Just go to images there.
This one?
Yeah,
We'll go
images.
to images.
Yeah.
Yeah, they somehow.
The one on the left. That's the one. That's the one I want, dude. What is this?
Wow.
Now, $255.
See, okay, but look, I know for a fact that if you made that S into a Yeezy sign, they would be fucking sold out.
Yeah,
right now.
for sure. If that was, for sure.
People will be walking around with those all
Yeah.
day.
For sure.
Yo,
You're saying that was Kanye
Yeezy
West's
fits?
brand?
If Kanye
Yeah.
made those, they're
Yeah,
done.
they call them Yeezy Fits or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like
Yeezy
that.
fits, yeah. You know, they would be sold out quick.
Copyright.
I just copyright your
I don't
easy
know if I
fit.
can steal at the easy part of that.
Yes, you
but
can, dude.
You're welcome, Kanye.
Yeah. Okay, first off, let's just start with at least the basic question that we have to ask for every one of them. Does this do anything? What would it do? I don't even actually understand the
They look like
technology.
keys.
So they're supposedly, they've not been clinically shown, but it's supposed to decrease weight or body fat and increase muscle strength somehow.
All right.
Increase caloric burn by being difficult to stand on. I don't know.
Somebody says unless you're into that wedge tennis shoe look. Yeah, I'm not into that wedge tennis shoe look. All right, so that one is up against what?
The body blade.
Wow, that is really tough for me, dude.
Now, again,
Here's what I'll say. At least the Skechers, you're up walking around, but you can't use them sitting down.
I would say the Skechers win only because you could actually do real fitness in them.
Yeah, I'm saying you can walk around, yeah.
I could go on like the elliptical on them.
you can- yeah.
The body blade pisses me off because I know it was like, I remember it was like $49.99.
They
or
said
something.
$72.
Get the hell
Yeah,
out of my
that's
face.
yeah.
That's actual junk. I'm saying, but back in the day, it probably was like
I think it
four
was
payments
it's
of
of
$19.99,
$19.99, baby.
I'm saying that is essentially just a piece of metal, dude.
Yeah.
I literally can't give them any credit for that. So
It was like when you were a kid and you'd find like a sheet of metal and you'd shake it and it'd sound like thunder.
That's that's exactly what that is. All right, so we're
all that is, and they somehow got to get to the shape
Yeah, we'll go
ups.
SketchUps. Yeah.
All right.
Do it now.
All right. Ooh, we got another good one.
Oh, this is an easy day.
We got the shake weight
Uh-huh.
going against the sauna suit.
All right, so everybody is more than familiar with the shake weight. That's a really great little gift there. That's actually pretty funny. So shake weight was actually one of the biggest.
Yo, Nate, what up?
Probably one of the biggest ones we've ever seen as far as like dumb fitness trends. Like this went on for a significant amount of times. Well, what we got? We have Dribble what's in there. We got Nate what's in here. What's up with there? We got
Yeah,
all
they're
sorts of
getting
new-
raided with a party over
Yeah,
here.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in the stream. Welcome in.
Drippy
Welcome in.
Psycho.
Yeah, welcome in, guys. Yeah, that's right, man. Oh, we got raided. Is that what
Yeah.
happened? Oh, that's badass. Awesome. Appreciate that. Who was it?
1 ton Nate.
1 ton Nate, really appreciate that. Rated means they just took their followers and put them to our followers.
hell yeah.
Yeah, so appreciate that, Nate. That's really cool. Tell your followers we're discussing the shake weight.
We need your thoughts.
Yeah, that's right. So this immediately, all right, I'm going to say this right off the jump, and this is going to be the most unpopular thing I say on this. I know it does something.
Yes.
Right? Like, okay, let's just admit that you taking a weight, shaking it in any direction for any amount of time would probably help
Yeah, you
you.
can one hand, you can tricep it.
Right,
Yeah,
you can tricep it.
yeah, it's doing something.
But it does. I cannot see it without thinking of South Park now. It has
I-
completely ruined it for
Yeah.
me. If you haven't seen the episode of South Park, they do a really funny bit with it. The one thing they do is, as soon as it's done, it splashes you with water, which I think is really gross but funny. It also gives you taxi money so the girls can leave, which is also really perverted. And then apparently they have a really advanced version, and it's all black. So that was
Yeah,
really funny.
apparently, according to this, they did start out marketed to women, and then they came out with a male version that was heavier later.
Yeah, it was all,
And
all black.
yep. But it says it's scientifically proven to improve upper body muscle activity by more than 300%.
I mean, yeah, but you're moving more than doing
Yeah.
anything, right?
Over me just going like this
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then holding the shake weight, I'm sure it's 300%
Sure,
more.
just
yeah.
All right, so what's that up against, though?
Number 2, the sauna suit.
Sauna suit is probably at least one of my biggest faux pas at working out because I do know how incredibly dangerous it is. So I hate it.
I wore one
I
in
me
high
too,
school,
yeah.
and in retrospect, highly suspect to make weight at 5'10". I was trying to make 135.
Wow, that's lean.
Yeah.
So the sauna suit was what you
Sauna
need.
suit was one of the things. So I'd wear it for a 2-hour practice,
Damn.
and then like sweatshirts and stuff under and over.
Only to cutting time, though, right?
Well, but the thing is, in high school wrestling, at least, you had 2 meets a week. You had one on Wednesday.
wow.
Ours was one on. It was actually usually 3.
Okay.
It was one on Wednesday, one on Friday against other schools, and then on Saturday we would go to tournaments.
Okay.
So you were never not cutting
Yeah,
weight.
never weight cut, yeah.
You're
Yeah,
like
it's
I would
making
come
weight.
home and I don't know about you. You used to have like the jelly jars, and we'd clear them out and turn them into cups.
Oh, shit.
When I was a kid, like it was like I don't know, like a
Okay.
jam thing. That was what I would allow myself of water when I came home.
Oh, just that.
It's like 8 ounces, and that was my daily intake. Like after practice, I'd be like, "This is all the water you get."
That's why
And
when
I did that
when
for
I go to my
years.
show, I don't drink water after Friday 5 p.m.
And the show's Saturday?
and shower Saturday.
So, okay, so for you, do you still see people all the time in this?
I haven't.
Do you still see people in full sweatpants though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sweatsuit.
Yeah.
What would you tell people that do that unless they're cutting for something specific?
Yeah, because if you're like 250 pounds and you have that, you're just getting too fatigued. You're not working out that hard. You're you're getting your sweat, but people think because you're not sweating, you're not burning fat. That's not true.
Yeah.
You know, when I do my cardio, I don't go faster than 3 miles, right, an hour, and incline no more than 5.
No
I
kidding.
only walk for an hour. I never ran once in any of my competitions,
Really?
and I've lost 50 pounds every show.
So you're saying it's clean, pure cardio doesn't have the sweat has no implication
Nothing to
on
do
what
with
you did. It
it's your heart rate.
Heart rate. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's important to me. I hate it because I've literally only done what you're talking about one time, and ironically was actually for when we used to work together. They did that the
weight loss thing,
weight
right?
loss
Yeah.
thing, right? So I started at like 215, and I really thought it was gonna be like a close battle coming down. It wasn't, but when it came down to the end, I didn't drink water the night before. That next day, I got up and did like a bunch of jump rope and sweat off this. And I came in and I weighed in whatever I weighed in, and I was like super proud. I cut all this weight, but then I literally started getting dizzy. I was like getting
Yeah.
woozy, and I was like, man, I was like, this is. I didn't even do it that extreme. I can see how unhealthy it
Yeah.
was. So anyway,
All right, so who's winning, Shake Weight or Sauna Suit?
I'm going shake weight. I just hope it.
Yeah, Shake Weight's got to win.
Yeah, we'll
Shake
give it a
Weight's
shake
gotta
weight.
win.
What nice job, shake weight. Moving on.
I might go buy one right now.
That's right.
All right. Ooh, this one I did on purpose.
Okay,
We got the 2 animal moves
Oh.
going on each other.
Hey, all right, that's pretty
All
well,
right,
pretty
we
well
got-
played.
I was unaware of this first one, this horse riding
Oh, that
fitness.
was- yeah.
I was fully unaware of this. The
That was
gazelle glider, on the other
hilarious.
hand, I was aware of.
I've never heard of the horse riding thing either. The gazelle, I've heard of it many times.
All right, so let's go down. I think gazelle's first. So there it is.
I do remember the one above it though. The
This
circle.
this GIF is not aged well.
No,
Uh,
you're right. You could never do this
can
anymore.
never do that.
No
this
way.
is such
Not even a
a
commercial.
so $200 for this thing. It's basically in my mind like a crappy version of an elliptical.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it's like a self-propelled elliptical.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. You got to do it yourself.
You like that you move your hands and move your feet, and it's about
Many
it.
unhappy
much
customers
was it?
complained about the loud squeaking noise the gazelle makes while it operates. Reviews read that the noise is so bothersome that most customers end up giving it away. So
Can't you use some
WD-40,
WD-40
I
like
agree.
clean
That's
that
what I
thing
figured
up?
out.
Like,
Sounds like it's just a broken piece of shit.
Yeah.
But I'm really more concerned about this image here. Like this is like the faux pas of a guy trying to train a girl. Like, let me get them hands on your hips
Yeah.
and let me really show you what's going on here. You know?
supposedly it had 10 exercises.
What?
That's what it says.
Have you,
You
have
can
seen
lay on the
actual-
ground. You
have
can do it
seen
upside
the actual
down.
video of this one, the long one, where he's actually almost like vertical with
Yeah.
the girl?
Yeah. He gets it going.
He gets going.
Like
yeah.
you tilting backwards doesn't
Yeah.
give me any more faith in the equipment, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's that up
All
against?
right, that is up against this one right here.
There it is, dude. The horse riding fitness.
Ace Power. So basically, it looks like a chair, a tiny bike seat almost, with like 2 legs that come off of it, and as you squat down on it, they push apart.
Yeah.
I'm not. Okay, maybe I'm just a moron, but I'm not 100% sure what muscles are working.
It's basically like a weighted resistance squat.
Yeah. You gotta push yourself down.
It's like
squat.
Yeah, but it's a reverse squat.
yeah. So
Yeah,
you're
reverse,
getting
yeah.
so you're getting like it's almost like an
Oh,
assisted squat on the
It's
way
like an
up.
air squat.
Yeah.
It's like an air squat, but
Yeah.
with help, boosting your way back up. Okay, let's start with the fact that you could never perform that anywhere without being immediately mocked. So that's
yeah,
at least
and
half
let's
the
also
issue.
say this is based on the writing and everything from an Asian country.
Okay.
At least this gift.
I will say this, and now you are free to fart noise me if I'm wrong on this, Jesse. But we do got to get you pressing some buttons at some point, though. But yeah, I mean, no worries. I will say this: I have heard that doing legs is a really good way to burn cardio for people, just because it builds a little testosterone and it gets you pumping. I think air squats for somebody out of shape. I know it sounds a lot for you because you work out a lot, but I think air squats for somebody out of shape is actually a lot to ask of them to do a lot of air squats because I don't think most people's legs are in the shape. If you can get people to do, like, let's say if they got on this dumb thing and they did 100, I think that's a pretty damn good day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I would say that's actually a pretty. I've heard that riding a horse is exhausting on your legs, right? So
I've only ridden a horse once.
I've never ridden a horse.
Yeah. It does get your inner thighs. 'cause
Yeah,
you're holding on. Yeah.
at first I was like, oh, it'll be the chafing. No,
Yeah.
just like
Yeah, yeah.
holding
Just
yourself
holding on,
there is
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Your legs are constantly tight.
yeah.
holding onto the horse.
I was so panicked out of this horse. Of course, I got a horse that wanted to race. Like,
Oh my god.
and we're in Costa Rica too, so it wasn't like the
Like
the most
here,
like upper echelon of places races we were at, and like the lady was like leading, like it was like, oh, I'll be in front, and my horse did not want to not be in front. So every time she would try and go in front, then this horse, I was like, oh my god, I was like, I've never been on a horse. It's ridiculous.
I've never.
All right.
So what do you got?
So who's winning, Gazelle
What's the other one? Or the
or the horse rider?
I'm gonna go the horse rider. I thought I was gonna laugh at it, but now that I'm looking at it, I think
Sounds like the Gazelle was unusable.
Unusable,
Yeah.
and I would.
It's got creepy undertones.
It's very creepy undertones. I would much rather, if I was gonna be a personal trainer, I'd much rather you be doing 1,000 air or 150 air squats rather than you doing some weird fake elliptical. Just my opinion. Sorry.
I'm in. I'm in
All
on
right,
the horse
so let's
rider.
go through these real quick. 'cause we
All
gotta
right.
another
So now
segment
we
I
got to
wanna
get.
to.
All right. So now it's down to the nitty gritty.
Vibrating.
Power plate.
Oh, that's the thing that shake your legs.
yeah.
Okay. First, the Skechers shake.
Shape
Man,
up.
I literally hate both of them.
I still got to go
Right?
shape ups because you can do you can actually do exercise in
I
them.
hate that we're pushing the SketchUps for
I know, me
Skechers.
too.
I know because I hate them that much, but I agree with you. At least they're shoes, right? Like at least you're walking.
I
You don't want to work out. You got
I
something
get-
on your feet.
I could bench and like it wouldn't affect me.
Vibrating power thing is my washer. I could just sit on it and do the whole thing. I don't need it. Moving on. All right, what
He
else?
has my dryer on tumble.
I just don't need it. It's so silly.
All right, shake weight versus the horse riding fitness.
I am still going horse riding fitness. I can't believe it.
I think any lower body exercise trumps an upper body exercise.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Larger muscle group, more bang for your buck.
All right, so there we go. So we got shake weight, getting
I
booted
did
out.
not see it coming down to Shakers
Me either.
shape up,
And the
Skechers
horse
shape ups,
thing.
and a horse riding fitness. I did not see this coming.
I think it's a clear winner here, and it's actually embarrassing.
It's the
because we
shape
don't-
ups.
No way, dude. I think it's the horse riding. Wow, now we got Jesse to decide.
Yeah,
it.
Jesse,
All
you
right,
gotta.
Jesse, take
I
your
got
time.
shape ups. Nick's got the horse riders,
Yeah.
and you have to defend your answer and make sure it's the shape ups.
Answer the question. Do it now.
Yeah, you're right. It's the shape ups win.
So, damn it! You gave me. Oh wow! He's got for the shoes. All right, I'll
And
give you.
I would never wear them. If anybody buys me them, you're not my friend anymore.
All right, so I'll give you guys the celebratory noise there. There you go. Nice job.
I was like, yes.
Thought you were getting a horn, but you're not. All right. You know how many times I'm gonna give you guys a horn?
Not once, not never.
That's
I
right,
know,
Not
I
once,
know.
not once.
One
no.
of these days, I'm just gonna disconnect that and not tell you.
Like, put something different on there.
All right.
Kevin's awesome. Kevin's awesome. God damn it.
All right, guys. We actually do have one more really great segment for you guys before you guys
I
go.
forgot all about this.
I know. So we did a segment last week that actually was really well received. It was called, I don't even know what we called it, 6 Minute Sketch. And basically what it was we had seen a celebrity, what's his name? Franklin?
Al Franken.
Al Franken. He had done the United States by memory, each state perfectly drawn in 6 minutes. So me and Lamb also tried to do the same thing. Both of us almost near perfection. Do we still have this? God, I hope we don't. I just said I have the pictures of our
Sketch?
maps.
Yeah, we still got him.
On there?
Not on there.
Okay, no worries. Anyway, so we did that. It was really funny. We ended up having some really embarrassing United States. Lamb's was beautiful. Mine was god awful.
Suspect.
So today what we decided to do was we gave me, Jesse, and Lamb 6 minutes to try and recreate Starry Night. If there's anything that I'm bad at is drawing. Lamb seems to be decent. I have not. Okay, also, I haven't seen Jesse's or Lamb's. We also hid him from each other, so we don't know what each other's looks like. So let's go ahead and start.
So we're just gonna show them.
Okay.
We're not gonna say who did them first.
Okay.
So we'll go through each one.
All right,
and
chat.
We'll show them.
Yeah, chat. Tell us which one
And
you
then we'll look at them as well, and we can kind of decide which one we think is best.
Okay.
So we'll go through them.
Okay. Let's do it. Number 1. Is it beautiful? Starry Night. Okay, so this is kind of an abstract view, I would say.
Why is there a wiener in the middle of it?
I mean, it's more of the rocky
A wiener
thing.
building.
Yeah, it's definitely a wiener building. There's a couple of wiener buildings, but I like the
and
abstractness.
like a tornado in the middle of it.
Yeah, definitely kind of a tornado-y vibe. Definitely different direction. I get the gist. I would say this one is
Trash.
I think it's upside down.
All right, that's number 1.
All right, so that one was well received. I think everybody liked that one.
Folks at home liked it.
They liked it pretty much a 10 out of 10.
Number 2.
Okay, slightly different direction.
Yeah.
Okay, less of a blurry sky, more of a
Really focused on that one dark aspect of the
yeah,
picture.
The dick, yeah,
Yeah,
kind of
the
yeah,
front
yeah,
dark,
yeah.
flamey, got a Mordor vibe.
The bottom is supposed to be a church, kind of like an entrance,
Like a barn?
like a circus, kind of. You're entering like a junkie circus.
and then there's that corn on the cob on the side over there.
and there's definitely Captain Hook right there in the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Pac-Man up in the sky.
Fantastic, beautiful. All right, so that one well received as well. Beautiful pic. Also, 6 minutes, guys. All right, try it out.
Try it out.
My son drew it. All right, give it a try and send it in.
All right.
Tell your son to do it.
Third
soon.
and final.
All right, third and final. It kind of, there's a direction here at least because the other one not as abstract.
Oh, Paul. Already coming out with guesses.
Jesse 2, Nick number 2, Kevin number 3. Okay, so this also has the hook. This also brought back the hook. So the hook is involved in this one.
There's a couple spiders on top.
The bottom he just decided to scribble. So just like, F all the rest of this bottom.
There's a lot of buildings at the bottom.
Yeah, there's a couple buildings. There's the stars look kind of like meteors or little flies flying around.
There's one donut kind of floating up there.
Just a random circle around the sun or the moon for some reason. My unborn child drew that one. Yes. All right. So that's 1, 2, and 3, guys. Give us your vote on which number 1 that you want to vote for the most.
Yeah, so Paul's guess was 1 was Jesse, 2 was Nick, and 3 was me.
Incorrect,
That is not correct.
but very close. You just need one flip. I would think.
Or not.
To be honest with you, I don't actually know.
Oh, yeah, you don't know.
I don't actually.
I know the answers
I
because
know-
I had to take the photos.
I'm pretty
so
sure I
I'm
know.
not,
I'm pretty sure I know which one
Mambad-
mine is.
What?
1, 3. In order which one she likes.
Okay, number 1 is the best.
Number 1's the best. Yes, that's very
3, then 2.
All right. Yeah. See.
Is that what you're saying, or are you trying? I don't know if you're.
I think that's what she's saying. We'll just assume that and move on.
I don't think so.
I
That
think
can't be correct.
I think that's what she's saying. Number 1's the best. All right, so yeah, number 1's definitely leading by a landslide so far in votes. All right,
I
so-
guess 1 to 0.
all right,
1 to 0, you get the 1.
Yeah.
landslide.
And slide.
All right, so far, let's run them back one more time. So I'm number 1. If we want to poke fun real quick, real fast.
back to number
so I'm
1.
number 1. Very abstract. I tried to get the blur going.
Honestly, better than I expected you to do.
I'm 100% with you. I literally just tried to make sure that the sky was decent. The bottom part I just completely half-assed.
All right, here we go. Nick, Jesse, Kevin, and then Jesse, Kevin, Nick.
There you go. So number 1.
3.
All right. So yeah. All right. So there we go. No worries. That's okay. You don't need
Yeah,
to.
you didn't know because we didn't say.
So that's
you're
number
trying
1.
to guess.
That's my abstract view. What's number 2? I think number 2 is Jesse.
That's your thought, Jesse.
That is definitely mine.
That is definitely Jesse.
Okay. So you also have the hook as well. Okay. Fantastic. And then we have number 3, which is Lamb Chop Sing Along.
mine.
And Lamb Chop, very different. It's all very different. We all tried to draw the exact same thing. It all came out very different. I think
I
it's
know.
actually very interesting.
And for one last time, we will go back to the actual photo for you folks, so you can see there is that swirl that we all kind of
In the
focus
middle
on
of
the
drawing
hook.
this, we had a video that's okay. In the middle of us drawing this,
Oh yeah, I'll throw that up.
Jesse did say that he was worried that his was so close there would be some kind of copyright.
Yeah, there is definitely copyright issues involved because we were basically
Almost identical. to
forgers in this.
If
at
you
this point.
guys have 6 minutes, do this in 6 minutes. Please send us in your version of it, and we will show it on the show. 6 minutes is incredibly brutal, but you can tell we're not cheating. That's all we got. So,
Yeah.
all right, let's go back main screen here. Honestly, man, that a really good show today. The only thing I really did want to cover, we had a really quick part. We always do we always actually like to dabble because it's our thing. The goalie drops back, catcher punch near the rim, slam, dunk, touchdown.
Sports ball.
That's right, sports ball. You can tell we know what the hell we're talking about. A couple cool announcements they did in our sports news. Kobe Bryant got a day.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so he's got a whole day of the year here in LA, August 24th. I guess that's
8 and 24.
8 and 24.
Those
numbers.
Yeah, so super cool. The LA or California or whatever said they were cool with it. So now that's going to go ahead. The other sports news I thought was really cool this week was Mr. Bron James himself, and a couple other people worked to make it so that the Dodger Stadium was a voting center in case there are issues with voting. So I thought that was really cool because I know people have trouble finding a place you could just roll into Dodger Stadium and vote. I think it would be a really cool experience, and that would be something people would actually show up for.
Yeah, and I really hope it's something that other cities like embrace.
I agree.
Like they have these giant facilities
Yeah, just use them.
that are like when they talk about like social distancing. You have literally these spaces like that are designed for it.
100%.
The parking lot's huge. Like you
Yeah,
can create it.
yeah, you can handle the volume of
Yeah,
people. There's
for
enough
sure.
entrances. Like,
Yeah, 6 feet apart for sure.
yeah.
Somebody said next time we get a women, we'll pick up your views. That's right. We do need to get a girl on here.
Yeah.
That's very true, actually. We do need a girl. We're overdue for a girl. So if you guys have a girl that's maybe run for president, played pro sports,
Yeah, AOC keeps turning us down.
maybe also has like a $1 zillion podcast, well, we'd bring him on. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah, I asked Whitney Cummings, but haven't heard back.
Michelle Obama's. I'm blowing her up so recently. Anyway,
I actually did ask her.
really
Yeah.
nice lady, but she just said no.
Oh, and then your boy Alex Smith.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I am a Washington football team fan. Unfortunately, Alex Smith shattered his leg, and now apparently he's good to play football again. I hope that's not the case, but that's. I mean, I like the guy. He seems like a nice guy, but it's like
it sounds so dicey
that'd be like
at this
if
point.
that'd be like
It's held together by like tissue and like.
that'd be like if
duct
Mark
tape.
Sanchez went down and got hurt. And then they're like, "Hey, he's on your Saints team now," and they were like, "Yeah, dude, he's healthy. Aren't you excited?" And you're like,
Throw him out.
"Right." That's how I feel. Like I'm glad he's healthy, and I'm glad he's alive. Like I know his
Yeah,
family
didn't get his leg chopped
but
off.
I don't want him playing football on my team. So I just would rather he just not do that. But other than that, man, we had some other stories, but a couple of these things just we had a blast talking about. So we will kind of end it there. Other than that, man, Jess, anybody else you want to call out, man? Anybody you want to shout out here? Anybody else you want to say hi to in the chat here?
Yeah, I want to say hi to all my friends that came on. Thank you for support. And
Appreciate
just
that.
subscribe to these guys. They're so funny. I'm going to keep watching them all the time. So make sure you hit that subscribe and follow them on Instagram, all right?
Appreciate that, Jesse. I really appreciate that. As he mentioned, if you guys are still watching, you can subscribe to our channel. It just gives us monthly revenue. If you'd like an easy, cheap way to do it, you can just attach your Amazon Prime to it, and then you can literally do it for free, and it will give us revenue to keep the podcast going. If you have a second, we'd much, much appreciate it. You just go to Amazon Prime. You just drop it. Paul just dropped it in the track because he's a fucking awesome moderator, literally on time for that. Earning it. So you click that, you attach it, you hit that subscribe button. It will give us monthly revenue. We can't appreciate it. We can't say we appreciate it enough. Awesome show today. Jesse, man, really appreciate you coming on. You were
very much. Thank you.
Great job, buddy.
actually a rock star, bro. You had a lot of good intakes, and we'll probably have you on here again at some point. I do want to thank Lamb, as always. Lamb,
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
what's up?
Paul throwing Jesse's Instagram in the chat.
There you go, boy. Little Jesse and
thank you very
Follow.
much.
yeah,
Thank
follow
you.
along for some good fitness advice. Lamb, really appreciate some of the back behind the scenes. If you guys don't know, Lamb is really responsible for the graphics you guys see and some of the funny editing that we see on here. So big shout out to Lamb there for some of the stuff he does behind the scene that people don't get to see. Other than that, man, Lamb, you can get a quick show on. Other than that, guys, really appreciate you guys hanging in. Anybody that's stuck with us the whole time, I hope you guys had a good time. You guys are awesome. I'm Nick.
I'm Kevin.
This is Jesse. We're the two dumb idiots with one extra today. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
All right,
Yeah,
guys, another great clip from our live stream. Make sure you check us out on Twitch.
Bow! And check us out on our podcast as well, wherever podcasts are podcasting.
Don't forget to subscribe. I think it's over there.